Welcome and good morning, everyone, and thank you for the organizers to inviting me in order to speak about this initiative, the Covenant of Mayors. I was just informed that I'm a bit under time pressure, but also in this respect a bit of a comfortable situation because previously from the mayor of Heidelberg we have heard a testimony, and my presentation and the entire initiative is pretty much building on the different layers presented in this testimony. Before jumping into the details, I think it's already a common place, at least in the sector, that the energy sector is undergoing a transition, the so-called energy transition. This transition is already undergoing, but it's a very long process. And it requires an unimaginable high number of decisions. And these decisions are required from many, many actors at many, many levels, and especially in energy efficiency, and especially regarding renovation of buildings. A huge number of these decisions is taken at the local level. So this is to demonstrate also, it's a perfect demonstration, why the European Commission, which usually is thinking in terms of member states, the European Parliament, the European Council, has launched an initiative in 2008 to address the local level, the local municipalities. It was in 2008, so just after launching the 2020 targets, and it was the realization that the local level has a huge impact on the realization of the 2020 targets. So the Commission launched this initiative in order to help these local municipalities to better understand this transition, the achievement of these goals. So in another way, to build their capacity to be actors. It proved to be a very successful initiative. So far, we have more than 4,000 signatories, most of them from EU 27 countries. Here you can see the numbers. What is the aim? By joining the Covenant of Mayors, the cities are committing themselves to go beyond the 20% CO2 reduction target by 2020. This is the political commitment, but this is coupled with a kind of a reporting mechanism. First of all, the joining cities have to prepare so-called Sustainable Energy Action Plan, and then to outline how they are going to reach their reduction target. And then later on, there is also a monitoring mechanism regarding the implementation. I think this is important at this stage, that this voluntary commitment, which is not about regulation, which is not about direct funding, so it's an atypical animal for the European Commission, invites the mayors to join. Please join, please commit yourself. But then says, but be aware, if you do this at the political level, you have to have a process to have a long-term planning. And in this respect, I think renovations of already existing buildings, many of them public buildings, and also local municipalities act as local regulators regarding the different local regulations for the buildings itself, private buildings or other buildings as well. They have an important role. So here they are required to plan long term. And then to report. So far, these mayors not only active to to sign the political declarations, but we received more than a third of the sustainable energy action plans. Here again, you can see very attractive numbers that what's behind these action plans. Of course, I would like to emphasize that many of these actions were already ongoing, so you cannot attach only to the Covenant of Mayors initiatives these figures and these job creations and investment figure numbers. This is kind of an additional driving force which helps to get more cities involved or speed up the process which is already ongoing. For this longer-term planning, cities are required to have an integrated approach. Buildings, mobility, planning, many cases generation itself. And here I would like to also mention, referring back to the previous presentation from Heidelberg, that the role of local municipalities as an outreach to their citizens is also very important. That also the citizens have to be engaged somehow, and this is also taken into consideration in the longer-term planning. ELENA facility, probably many of you already know, is a technical assistance facility of the European Investment Bank, which provides initial money to develop projects. That's why technical assistance, with the aim to reach a number of bankable projects. So this is not direct EIB funding, but potential funding from the market as well, financing market as well. Based on 900 SEAPs, these are the figures, and this also confirms the potential, huge potential of energy efficiency in buildings, hence renovation as well. Just a few examples from the Czech Republic, from Germany or Helsinki, or from Italy, La Spezia province. And I would like to stop here and to focus on a bit that, for example, in La Spezia, they initiated an energy performance audit of buildings, and this can serve as an analysis information for the owners of these buildings to decide whether they are engaging in renovation or not. And this can be also an example how the cities can help their citizens themselves, which has an impact, of course, on the cities, whether job creation, whether more attractive, livable cities as well. So I just wanted to repeat again that this initiative is not about regulation or money. It's about capacity building. Of course, it helps the municipalities who participate to be better informed, to plan longer term. And this means that higher absorption capacity for already existing funding schemes, whether it be from the European level, which you can see a few programs here, whether it be national or regional level. But when some cities are complaining that preparing these actual action plans is a rather complicated process, which we acknowledge. We also would like to enlighten that this can be seen as an investment, invest in a long-term plan, and this can lead not only to access some funding, but also from the marketplace, especially in the building sector for energy efficiency, which we have seen also from the study that can be considered as a low-hanging fruit, and in many cases has a negative investment on the long term. So with this, I would like to close my presentation. Thank you very much.